I would say the camp is much harder this year, and maybe the hardest in the last 7 or 8 of my career. I knew that. I had a little insight coming into camp that's what Robert wanted to do. So I think it's been good for us. You know, there's a lot of different schools of thought, and there's always, you know, people you can scapegoat as far as injuries and different things. But I think some of the older guys enjoy the to steal a coaching word, the callous part of training camp where you're kind of grinding. And some people believe that although it puts more, you know, strain on you in training camp, that actually gets you more ready to play when the season starts. And then some people believe the opposite. And you know how it goes. Whatever teams are having success, people kind of look at their schedule and go, let's do that. But I give Robert a lot of credit because he, from the start of the offseason, said this is going to be a tough training camp. And I think it's been a lot of reps for the ones. He told me the other day we were somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 more reps, I think, at this point at camp than last year. And it feels like it, but it's good. I think it's going to allow us to maybe be a little more ready. And we've been fortunate with injuries. You know, we haven't had a ton of injuries so far. So I like it. It's been great. You talk to the older guys, not a lot of complaints from any of those guys. The young guys don't know any better, so it's been good. Yeah, it's like our preseason game. Whether or not, you know, we play Saturday, who knows? If Salah wants us to, then we will. I don't know what he told you guys, but we haven't been told anything yet. Yeah, okay, so we're on the same page. We're good, yeah. But it'll be good. Most of these practices have been pretty one-heavy. You know, we took a ton of the reps against Washington and then against Carolina. So I would assume it's going to be a lot of reps, probably situational stuff. There'll probably be a third down period. There'll probably be some sort of red zone period, some sort of 2-minute period. So those are good opportunities. A different defense than we saw last year in our brief 2 series. You know, Wink told us pregame he was going to play a bunch of cover 3 and then went 0 on half the snaps, including the first play. There's more of a familiarity with their coordinator and Todd Downing and I think Keith being on the staff together. So maybe we won't get that tomorrow, but they got 2 great, premier pass rushers. They got really good interior guys. They're young in some spots, but it'll be fun. I mean, I'm excited to see Malik. See what he's all about. Be a good opportunity for him going against some, our premier corners. And anytime you get teams together, it's always interesting. You see how it shakes out as far as personalities and pushing and shoving. And there's the fear of somebody throwing a punch and having to play in the game. So hopefully it's a clean practice, but you never know. Garrett, I just want to see his leadership role continue to expand and his route tree to expand and his instincts to continue to further. But I'm really proud of him. I think he's something happened kind of mid-camp, and I think there was one play in general. We had a rough practice day before. Defense kind of got after us in pads, and not many people really responded. And I went to a couple guys in the tight end group because they're always kind of the most steady, and I said, we got to set the tone today. And then I just mentioned something to Brees about how Ryan Grant used to finish runs all the time. And Brees took the first one and went about 80, He might have got tackled, but he finished to the end zone. And since that rep, that has been the standard. And when he does it, everybody else does it, including Garrett. And when Garrett does it, he does it. That means that Gibson's going to do it and Brownlee's going to do it. And all those young guys are going to do it. So I give those guys a lot of credit because the most important leadership at times is just leading by example. So I'm really proud of Garrett in that respect.